Hello to you, my Mitrandil and Bratrandil. So I just came out of the gym today. I did my chest workout. I was pretty fast today with the mile run. I ran a mile in 6 minutes and 50 seconds, exactly 50 seconds, 6:50. And that's because the first 400 meters I ran at 19 kilometers per hour. So maybe the next time, if I increase the first 400 meters to 20 kilometers per hour, I should surely come down to like 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Or I could even increase the 19 kilometers per hour for maybe 500 meters, or let's say 800 meters. So half of the run would be very fast. So that would dramatically decrease the speed. The time taken for completing the 1 mile run. So my chest workout was not bad. I could do at least one set of bench press of 85 kgs and of the whole 10 reps. And I have no problem with that. And regarding my diet, I think I've improved my diet somehow, because I'm eating chicken nuggets in the afternoon and chicken kind of roasted chicken in the night, or grilled chicken, whatever you call it. And then I also eat eggs in the morning. So I eat 5 small eggs in the morning. So that's a pretty good diet. And I can see that my weight, I can feel that I am starting to gain more muscle and lose some fat. Somehow my waist is starting to look a bit slimmer. But maybe that's just my feeling. But as far as I know, I think I don't look so fat now. But anyway, so what's the good news for today? The good news for today, nothing actually. I was sleeping in the afternoon. I woke up at 10 in the morning, and funnily enough, I thought that today was a Monday, and when I woke up and checked the date, it was actually a Sunday. So pretty boring day. I actually didn't do anything at all except for this gym right now. And yesterday I uploaded a big video about some guy actually harassing me in the gym yesterday, like the receptionist, the gym not an instructor, but the guy in charge of the gym, because the gym was completely empty. He was actually coming very close to me, or trying to hover around me and things like that, bringing the vacuum cleaner close to me. So they want some control over me. So I was so pissed off yesterday that I made a huge video about it, and I've still not uploaded it. It's such a huge video, 1 hour, and the whole night I couldn't upload it because my phone battery had gone down. So regarding my job choices, I think I might actually go for the game development. In a way, the game development looks much better for me. I think it's more fun. Maybe it's fun, yeah. If I learn how to make games, basically my whole dream of my life was to be involved in creating some inventions like games, or so that's kind of my dream actually. To be honest, I really would enjoy making video games, and why not? Yeah, just follow your dreams. I think that's exactly what I've been given right now. The other job is a remote job, but it's a very boring job, like creating some kind of cloud-based application for preserving data and file types and things like that. So overall, that second job, the remote job, sounds a bit boring, but the advantage is that it's remote, which means I can do some other stuff at home while I'm also working on the main job. But usually these people will start to get jealous once you start doing that, because in my current job, when I was not showing my face in the meetings, somehow in the big meetings, usually when they have these big meetings, you have to show your face. And I usually don't like to show my face in the Zoom calls, because there's a lot of people, like almost 50 to 100 people. And from what I've seen so far, only the very senior most people show their faces, and like the older people, and the younger people usually hide their faces, hide behind the dark screens. And they actually took offense to that in the last 3 times I went on such large meetings. And one of the reasons they actually kicked me out was actually that they asked me to show my face even 2 or 3 times, and still I didn't show my face. I thought it was just a joke. Then I realized that they were actually serious. They were really pissed off. I think they were really pissed off for a very small reason, that I didn't show my face on Zoom calls. And so some people actually started saying that he's doing something else, some other job on the side, you're busy with something else on the side or something like that. So, which is completely not true at all. There might be some boring Zoom calls on which I might do something else, like browse the internet or something, but it doesn't mean that I'm actually doing something else. I'm listening to what they're saying, but I'm definitely not doing some other jobs. I'm not busy doing some other jobs. I'm just trying to tolerate that bullshit by diverting my attention to something more interesting. That's it. Because sometimes these Zoom calls with people who want to give big presentations about useless topics just to promote themselves in their careers, they give big. Some guy actually gave a big presentation called unit testing or something like that. So he wanted to educate all of us on unit testing and stuff. And testing is something you have to learn yourself. You have to do testing while you're running the code, and nobody can just give you some kind of PowerPoint presentation on how you should do it and telling us best practices and things like that. He's kind of being a bit like a preachy kind of person. And yeah, that guy was he was actually responsible probably for me being kicked out of the company, because that day he actually said it would be nice if I showed my face on the Zoom, because he can actually figure out what I'm feeling like, or what's going on through my mind, or whether I'm understanding the concepts or not. But even if you asked me, I didn't respond to that. So, and there was another secretary who also in another meeting said I should show my face, like why aren't you showing your face or something like that, like indirectly making. I didn't think that was aimed at me, but I saw that almost half the people were not showing their faces. So yeah, there's a very odd kind of behavior on remote jobs. These people have gone into some kind of established conventions on how to kick people out, how to, just like in the real world you have some cues or symbols to kick someone out of the job. Even in the remote, they have their own practices, like some kind of symbols they give that you are going to get kicked out soon. And that's one of them, like when they are giving some kind of warnings which you don't even understand. So remote jobs, interesting. It's an interesting world out there. There's a lot of things. I think I see a rainbow there. So you see the rainbow? Yeah, so interesting. While I was making this video, the rainbow appeared exactly right there. Yeah, so what's the other good news? So I think I might actually enjoy game development. In fact, I was actually inspired by games to get into software, because I like creating stuff. I like inventing stuff. I like to make new things which work. Like I'm like an engineer, so I've been brought up to create products, or like my 4 years of mechanical engineering. The most interesting thing I found was making products. I want to make products, make good designs, good. I like making. I also like front-end development, like good user experience and things like that. And I also like to make people happy with my work. So I think game development is probably one of the most satisfying experiences you can. If you create good games, not only will you be happy with yourself, but also you will be making other people happy as well. In fact, when I was very young, I used to really love a game. I was so addicted to it. My cousin used to have a video game, and whenever I went for vacations to their city, it was almost 5 hours from where I lived. So we only used to go there. My parents used to take me to my cousins, like my second cousins, where they were very rich, so they had video games like in the 1990 or something, 1995. So yeah, they even had computers in that time when nobody in India even had computers. So they were very rich, and yeah, at the time there was no yeah. So they had video games, and I used to play one video game, and that's when I started to learn video games like Mario and Donkey Kong, and they had this cassette video game cassette which you insert into that console, and then you play. I think it was a Sega or something, Sega video games. So I used to play a lot of games on that, like Duck Hunt and things like that. And that's when I really liked this one game called I think it was more like an airplane, which was it's a 2D game, but the airplane is moving through like that, and whatever comes in front of it, it's you have to just shoot it and just go through it and navigate through all the narrow spaces, and it was quite a smooth movement, and I really liked the play it with the joystick, and yeah, I was so addicted to it. It's almost like a yeah, it was almost similar to the Snakes and Ladders, like Snakes game on a Nokia phone. But yeah, I did like video games when I was very young, but then I realized that when I was 22 or 24, I realized video games are not really worth my time, because I have no money, and I can't afford to spend my life playing video games, and I could easily get addicted to all video games and buy a PlayStation, like what all my rich friends do. Like they all used to have PlayStations and all those things. But I don't like, because I can't afford it. I was brought up as a young when I was young, I didn't have much money, and even now I practice the same kind of lifestyle where I save my money and not use it for anything like wasteful things like video games. Or even my car is pretty old. It's a car I bought for just 600 pounds, and I don't even want to buy a new car, because I just feel like I can't really see myself as a person who can, I mean, I don't see myself in that income category. I need to imagine myself becoming rich, like being a rich person. I just need to let myself be rich somehow. But at the same time, I need to have like very much a lot of disposable income to actually show that I'm rich. Not like at this moment I'm just a very ordinary low class, like a middle class person, not even a middle class. Yeah, so what I'm going to say is that yeah, I just need to make a lot of money before I can even buy a proper car. This car is pretty shitty, and people actually laugh at it sometimes. My boss used to laugh at it, and my previous boss. And yeah, so game development is interesting. I think I might actually enjoy game development, as long as these people don't harass me in the workplace, and if I enjoy the work that I'm doing, and I don't get into unnecessary people harassing me, like women trying to be nutcrackers and things like that. Women get very sometimes triggered by masculine men, and sometimes they might see me as some kind of masculine person, or too serious to be, in such an environment. So I hope that working in a gambling company where I'm making video games, hopefully people will not take me seriously. That's an advantage, and yeah, that's a good point. And yeah, I think giving this time to understand what I want to do is a good idea. So I will have to probably, in a couple of days, I will make the decision about whether I will work for the video game company or for the Oxford company. I mean, I'm just tired of going after brand names and trying to improve my career, because my career is basically non-existent anymore. I used to try to be a research scientist, a biologist for a long time, and all that hard work I tried to build my career went into the drain. I didn't get anything from it. I have a lot of publications, and you can even find me on Google Scholar. And the same, all my PhD friends who are working with me, they all got much better uh, Google Scholar citations and more publications than me. But they are also few of them are changing jobs, few of them are losing jobs. So that means absolutely nothing. Even if you are like a good scientist, if you are not a professor, you are basically a waste of time. So that's one thing you have to learn early on, because the act of leadership is very important. If you are not a leader, then you will become a follower, and if you are a follower, then you end up becoming someone else's plan. You end up becoming someone else's. They take you, they consume you, and make their own life better. So it's more like the narcissistic personality disorder. They want to squeeze you like a lemon and throw you once they've taken all the juice. So even now, that's what's happening. I think they're going to exploit my whatever little talent I have for making some video games, and then I don't know if I'll ever make video games after that, if they kick me out of the company. So I might actually enjoy making video games in the future. And but what I've heard about gaming industry is that they have a lot of turnover. Like they kick a lot of people out. They don't have a lot of money to make games. They even all the best video games like Call of Duty and all these things, they've got amazing graphics and things like that. But still, those developers get into the industry quickly, and then they also get kicked out quickly. So the gaming industry has some very bad reputation. So I have to be careful about that. But hopefully this is not the gaming industry. I'm working with Java, and it's more like a fintech trading platform or something like that. So it's more like a gambling platform. So for me, it's not exactly a game. It's more like maybe more than just a game. Maybe some other stuff like microservices. There are so many other things which you're going to learn. So it's more like a backend programming. So yeah. So in that sense, I don't really lose much. I can actually use my experience for something else in the future. So with that, what else do I have to talk about? I still have to plan my van pickup for my stuff when I move my house. And once I pick up my stuff on the van, yeah, I have to at least make sure that I don't spend a lot of money on it. It's at the moment it shows that it's 200 pounds for all the quotations, for all the things that I'm sending. 5 bags, a bicycle, a table, office chair, and I thought I would also take my bed, like the mattress, not the bed, just the mattress, but that might even cost like $10 more. So $210 overall. But I don't think there's space for a new bed or a mattress in that house. But I'll see what I can do. Maybe I should just take it, and if I don't get a place to put it somewhere, I'll just put it on that existing mattress, and that would be it. But if somebody comes to my house, I can still use that mattress for yeah, putting them making them sleep on the floor. Maybe put it on the floor, and they can use the mattress on the floor. So with that, what else do I have to say? So main thing I was thinking today was that I'm actually 44, and I've got just probably very very less time to find my life partner and settle down and have kids and stuff like that. Because I think after 45, it's really not a good idea to have kids, because maybe you have some defect in your sperms or something like that. So I have to think about my immediate idea about having kids and things like that. And so I was getting very much stressed out about that today. So I've been thinking about that a lot. So yeah. Today I was also using Bet365 because I was so bored. I thought I would play some betting games, gambling games. So I went on Bet365 and started doing some betting on football. And I used to do betting a long time ago where I lost a lot of money, and I was so pissed off that I think I lost about 500 pounds. And that was the time when I was very angry. So I just put $10 to 10 pounds today and tried to do my risk management and train myself to handle my emotions and not lose a lot of money. And so 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 far I won one bet and got like 20 cents, 20 pennies, 20 pence. And then right now I'll go back home and probably see what happened to my second bet, for which I should get around 20 more pence. So yeah, so I'll aim to keep that thing going slowly, and once I reach some, maybe, yeah, I'll probably keep that thing going and try to train myself to be patient and build on what I have, and not hurry into things. So with that, I have nothing more to say. I'll just probably go home now. There's a lot of things to, yeah, I'll go back home and just eat my food and see what happened to my betting, and also think about other stuff. I need to, maybe I'll build a Java game. I want to build a game and maybe upload it somewhere and, yeah, put it on my portfolio or something like that. It's good to have an experience of building a game and see how it works and things like that. So I've been looking at some Java game tutorials so that I can get some idea on what it entails. So with that, I will now end my talk, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow is arms day, so I'll do arms tomorrow. Okay, so goodbye.